5 key initiatives, and you're going to hear a lot about these different initiatives today. And the first are what we call discovery workshops. And so we're going to each of our 15 CFDC communities, meeting in those communities with local leaders. And we've had everything right from local business people right through to MPs at different discovery workshops. And we sit down, we spend an afternoon, a morning, or an evening with this group of people, and we listen. And we say, what are your economic development needs and challenges? What questions do you have for researchers? And so instead of just starting with research, we start with the community and say, what are your needs? And as we hear those, then we get our students working. And so we have a number of different ventures that are developing student and business partnerships. And so in just a moment, we're going to hear some success stories where, a lot like with Dr. McKinnon's project on the East Coast, we're having students find local businesses and develop case studies that highlight success stories in our community. And to say, what's happening here? How have businesses succeeded in changing times and in our changing communities? And so you're going to hear some of those stories in just a few moments. We're also working with businesses who have challenges and don't know how to address them. And our partner, the Queen's Business Consulting Group, is mobilizing students to work with struggling businesses to help identify some of their needs and challenges, and then give them support, give them recommendations about how they can adapt and change their business and grow. And the last endeavor we're doing to connect students with local businesses is through what we call knowledge syntheses. And so as communities say, we have a question, we have a research question. It might be, how do we respond to the new emerging creative economy? How do we keep youth from leaving our communities? We're having graduate students look at literature that exists in journals and also in government publications and draw that literature together and put it into a 4 to 5 page paper in easy to understand, user-friendly terms, so that communities can have some resources and find out what answers are out there. How do we keep our youth? How do we respond to the changing economy? So this is how we're working to connect students and businesses. We're also working to connect faculty in rural communities. And you're going to hear a little later today about our best small-medium employers survey, which helps employers inventory their own business and hear from their employees to find out what their strengths are as an employer and what their weaknesses are. And then they can strategically respond to improve their business by putting money and effort into the areas where they need to grow, instead of throwing it into what might seem like a simple answer, but might actually be something they're already doing well in. And so we're helping them strategically build their businesses in that way. A major endeavor is our Rural Community Hub, which is our website, www.easternontarionowledge.com. I'll say that like a mantra many times today. Or easternontario.ca, sorry, not .com. And this is it's a place of interaction, and you'll hear about our blog today where we're working to get communities and academics dialoguing about economic development issues. And it's also a place full of knowledge resources. And so all these reports, the success stories, and our knowledge syntheses, questions that are coming out of our discovery workshops, they're all posted on our website. So it's a place of knowledge where you can access that information. And then lastly, we're working to bring people together through conferences like this and through our team meetings, and to continually build the relationship. And so that's the fifth and final and an important part, an important endeavor of our project, to keep building the relationships, keep growing these partnerships. So that's a quick overview of the project, and you'll see in terms of the discovery workshops, we've already been to 8 communities. We've been to North Hastings up in Bancroft, we've been to Renfrew County, we've been to Peterborough, and several other communities. And in the coming weeks, we're going to be in Cobourg, we're going to be in Cornwall. And so we continue to work with communities, continue to be in the places where the issues are happening, where the questions are being asked. And so these other endeavors, the success stories, the case studies, the knowledge syntheses, you're going to hear about all these things today. But hopefully we've begun to give you a good overview of what the KIS project is really about, the meat of the KIS project. And so without further ado, we're going to get into the meat of the KIS project. I do thank you all for being here. And as you hear about these initiatives, I hope they'll inspire you to think about what opportunities exist for you. There are opportunities for communities here to get on board, to partner, to get access to the resources we're producing. And there are opportunities for academics as well to contribute to our community of Eastern Ontario. So hopefully these will inspire you to think about the opportunities that exist for you.